It was the third Saturday in October, meaning Alabama and Tennessee were playing under the lights on the football field up in Tuscaloosa. And let me just tell you, it might be spooky season, but Tennessee had some spooky things happen to them on that football field, and it was all because of the way that Alabama played. Let's get into what actually happened in the game, and you can see now there were two things that happened in this game. Tennessee couldn't do anything on either ends of the goals or of the end zone. Safety there, Yonze Pierre with the sack. Then they get closer to their own end zone and they throw an interception. That is Zabian Brown. Tick, tick, tick. Time expires on the half. And Zabian Brown still has the ball and waltzes into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Crimson Tide. Wonderful play to break the tackle. Wonderful read to get the interception. Tennessee fans all confused. Oh, coaches, oh no, wow, that was not supposed to happen. But it did. This was another big-time play for Tennessee. It actually just was a positive play. Just when you think Alabama was going to run away with it, they pop off this 40-yard run and get into the end zone, and it cuts the lead 13-23, but then Ty Simpson gets the ball, and well, this whole drive was pretty much Jeremy Bernard, and Bernard really made something happen here out of nothing. And I really want to point out that there's been a couple games in a row that Alabama's tried to run that double pass that hasn't really worked. I don't think Bernard's actually got it out of his hands once, but he runs with it well, and they get it to him out in the flats again, and Bernard breaks some tackles, gets the Crimson Tide inside the 10, and then you're going to hear a name that you probably haven't heard all season long. Simpson rolls out to his right, finds Rico Scott, and he breaks the tackle, gets into the end zone, extends the lead a little further for the Crimson Tide, and they're already smoking them because they got him. Tennessee, you can go home. That guy's got no shirt on, and his tattoo on his belly says, "No regrets," if you can't read that. And the R is backwards. No regrets, though. It was a great game. It was a wonderful team win for the Crimson Tide. But I'll tell you this, there was a couple plays that I really wanted to get into. I wish I could break it down on the monitor, but I got my jeans on right now, and so I can't stand up for you. I got to stay seated. But if we want to take a look at that first play that we saw, Alabama hasn't been able to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. I think the team had 9 or 10 sacks coming into the game. 9 or 10 sacks coming into the game. Yonze Pierre, 42, had 3 in this game. James Smith also had another 5 sacks in total, I believe. And this one was a big-time momentum shift because the score is 7-7. Watch Yonze Pierre. He's a twitched-up pass rusher coming off the left and the inside, and he's just able to get to the quarterback really easily. And more importantly, when you put pressure on somebody, especially in their own goal line, they make mistakes. And Tennessee makes a mistake there, and that turns out to be a safety. Intentional grounding was the call. None. Intentional grounding in the end zone ends up being a safety. I'll tell you, that made the whole play slide up when that safety happened, because it gives Alabama the ball right back, and they go down and score another touchdown. Comfortable lead throughout the game. Let's go to the next play, which is going to be Tennessee struggling at the other end of the goal line. Zabian Brown jumping a route. Joey Aguilar, if you're going to make that throw, you got to throw it to the outside, and you got to put it in a place only your guy can get it. But you put it in a place where Zabian Brown can grab it. I'll tell you, the entire stadium lit up. And the place that I was watching this game at, shout out Sean and Juanita out there in Taylor, Alabama, they had a nice setup. We all went crazy as well. Zabian Brown jumps it, gets the pick, and that ends the half. Let's go to the next play that we saw as well. I really wanted to show the first touchdown because it was so similar to what John Mechie used to do, especially in that Auburn overtime game. But this is the Rico Scott touchdown, and more importantly, I wanted to go through the crowd shots. Look at this guy, man. No shirt on, smoking a cigar, and he's got the tattoo that says "No regrets." I'm still caught up on that. I can't get it out of my head. Why is he doing that? I feel like I would have regrets if I saw that. But Rico Scott off to the side, gets into the end zone. Very beautiful, great play call, good outing from the Crimson Tide, and just a wonderful game in general for the entire team. That is 4 ranked wins in a row for Alabama, and that is the first time in SEC history that a team has beaten 4 ranked opponents in conference play in a row without a bye week in between anything. So that is history in the making with that win. Now you get to go on the road to South Carolina. Let's go to Auburn's game. They got Missouri. Let's just pick this one up in overtime. 4th and 5, big field goal attempt for Missouri. Makes it, he wins the game, and he doesn't make it. He misses it. And Auburn's happy. Hugh Freeze is happy. Coach Drink there thinks that he made it. No, he's like, what? I thought it went in. No, it's got to go between the uprights for it to be a good field goal. Don't you worry. Bo Prabula gets into the end zone in overtime, and they got to go for 2. 23-17, 2-point conversion doesn't happen. No good. So Auburn's got a chance. They got to get a touchdown and then a 2-point conversion, but on 4th and 8, all they got is a sack. Jackson Arnold throws it to his offensive lineman. It's not good. Auburn loses another one against Missouri. All right, so that was what happened on Saturday night. Very beautiful stuff for some teams, very bad stuff for others, but that's the look at sports. We're going to be right back with more news.